because we are talking about judgments and court orders, I would like to talk about 2016 election result, where Mr. Apau had actually gone to the court, and there was a very thin margin of maybe 46 odd votes. They ordered counting of votes again, and now they've declared that he's won. And the records in the assembly has to be changed that he was the MLA between 2016. So it it looks very absurd from the outside that somebody who hasn't won has been an MLA for that time period, and now the court after 10 years has given a judgment. I don't know what is going to change because the record is being changed. But
see, there is a peculiar aspect of these election petitions.
Okay.
Election petitions, even if it is filed, the results of the election petition as declared by the election commission cannot be stayed or changed. This is the, I don't know whether the courts have evolved this jurisprudence themselves, or that they cannot give a stay, or what is the, I don't know the exact details of it. But the court, probably if they want, they can stay the election process, they can stay the election result, they can do. And wherever it is blatant, they must intervene. For example, Mr. Parakala Prabhakar has given a very elaborate piece of evidence and presentation regarding the voting in last general elections and last assembly election, even in Andhra Pradesh. He says that average vote, casting of one average vote has taken only 53 seconds, which he says is not possible. And thousands of votes have been made after 6 p.m. The rule is that however many people are standing in the queue at 6 p.m. shall be allowed to vote. And till the whole process continues, even if it is like 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, they will. But if those people who are not there in the queue will not be allowed to vote. Now, there must be video evidence to show that there were thousands of people standing at 6 o'clock. That also is not being shown. And at the same time, it is shown that there are votes which are polled much later after 6 p.m. Now, these are all, after all, somebody, erudite person has come out with some evidence. It has to be answered. And the judiciary has to intervene and get into it.
But is there a case filed on this, or like this specific matter with the evidence? Is it a public announcement kind of thing where they go on the press and talk, or is there a legal battle?
I don't know. I am not aware of it.
Okay.
I don't know whether.
But it can be challenged like this.
I am sure it can be challenged. And like this Apau thing, it may come after 10 years or 20 years, or it may not come at all.
Because this is at a state level, which you're telling. I think Andhra elections.
There are things which, it is something which, what exactly is law? Law is only amplified common sense. Codified and amplified.
Okay.
It is codified. Now, somebody is telling that whatever has happened is impossible to happen. At least the commission should have this thing to hear him out, or come out with a rebuttal as to how it can happen, not come out with a what you call as a rebuttal of criticizing, but scientific rebuttal. Suppose I say a 500 kilometer distance from here to Coimbatore, I have covered by my car in 1 hour. I mean, I will be taken as a nutcase only. So, I will not be given any credence. But my claim is of no use to anybody. By challenging or fighting with me, nobody is going to get anything. So, people will think that he is not a person of sound mind. So, let us ignore him. And they will tell everybody that he keeps claiming like this. But in this case of election, there are people getting elected. Wrong people whom people never voted for, they are getting elected and they are forming the government.
This is against the democracy itself.
If the voting itself is flawed, then you can as well say goodbye to democracy. No? What else is remaining in the democracy? See, as it is the concept of universal franchise with the first man crossing the gate, or first man crossing the post itself is hugely flawed. Is hugely flawed. We said that we will discuss it some other time in full detail. That itself is so hugely flawed that nobody. Right, we showed the statistics also from 1951. No elected government has ever crossed 50%. That being the case, it is always a minority view. On top of it,
it's wrong also.
if you are sabotaging the whole thing, then what remains? Nothing remains. You see, nothing remains for anybody to comment. There is a view, a scientific analysis has been done. Why don't you go through it? Why doesn't somebody go through it? You had mentioned to me, I think, that some algorithm was used and it was published also that about our recent elections in Tamil Nadu.
Yes, it came in one of our Tamil dailies that there is a pattern which is not possible if votes were done by humans. It was so rare that statistically they say the 5.3% difference has come up in 3 places. So the report was actually, it was already, the script was done and probably then it was staged. Who is that person going to come? So that is an article which came up in Junior Vigran or some Tamil daily.
So these are all things which are happening. It is something. Now, should we give credence to conspiracy theory? Immediately the shift will be to label everything as conspiracy theory. Now, I don't think Mr. Parakala Prabhakar is a kind of person who will propagate conspiracy theories. What is conspiracy about it? He is telling everything with facts and figures, with timing, with numbers, everything. It is. You cannot equate it to my claim that I drove from here to Coimbatore in 1 hour. That is foolish.
Is that data out in the open, sir?
Yes, it is out in the open.
When have people voted? The timing?
Yes, everything is there.
Oh.
Timing, everything is there.
Okay.
The records which are maintained by the at booth level. We must study only one booth. One day we will request him to come and talk to us.
Okay.
One booth or 2 booths you take and you see what all processes happen minutely. Everything is recorded. There is a time stamp for everything. Total number of people who vote in that, at what time they have voted, how much time it takes to vote, because you have to go, then your name will be checked, your card will be seen, then this my
ink
thing has still not gone.
Yeah, that ink will
the
be.
Government is already 1 month old. and they will you have to sign, then they will tell you can go inside and press, then you press, then it takes I think 10 seconds or 15 seconds for it. You have to see printed. that printout on that lighted window.
Yes.
All this can be timed.
Correct.
It doesn't require any great this thing. You can time the whole thing, and Election Commission can fix that one vote cannot be cast in lesser time than say 1.5 minutes or 2 minutes.
I think that's
minimum time required is 2 minutes, let us say. Here in 53 seconds or 56 seconds, thousands of votes, every vote is showing only average of 56 seconds, which is not possible, which is like my driving to Coimbatore in 1 hour. Now, some such thing has happened. It is not a claim. Some such thing has happened, but nobody wants to study it. What will people study? Only what is brought into the media. Why are you talking about footpath now? Because Supreme Court talked about it. Otherwise, you are not bothered about footpath. We are not bothered about footpath. We are living without footpaths.
Yeah. Or
people are living in footpath, on footpath. So, our condition is, that's why I said whatever Supreme Court has done, its contribution is that it has brought this topic to the fore. It has brought some amount of sensitization. How long that talk will happen, I have already said 99.9% nothing will happen. For after 6 months or 1 year, let us see what happened. Nothing has happened. Nothing will happen. We have reached a stage like that. So there is no problem. Yeah.